Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will present to you a fine transformation with matrix representation. So this is the given pre-image with points A, B, C, D, E, and then F. So find the image when it is scaled by -3 in the X direction and -4 in Y direction, then rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise at about 0.00, and finally shared by 1 in the X direction and 1 in Y direction. So the given points are point A, -2, 3, point B, 2, 3, point C, 5, 1, point D, 2, -3, point E, -1, -2, and point F, -4, 1. So the scale factor is -3 and then -4. So we multiplied the given points to the scale factor. So -2 times -3, 3 and times -4 is equals to 6 and then -12. So B, 2 times -3, 3 times -4 is equals to -6 and then -12. C, 5 times -3 and 1 times -4 is equals to -15 and then -4. So D, 2 times -3, -3 times -4 is equals to -6 and then 12. So E, -1 times -3 and -2 times -4 is equals to 3 and then 8. And -4 times -3, 1 times -4 is equals to 12 and then -4. So this is the scale points of the given pre-image. So next, we rotate the given points counterclockwise 90 degrees. So we multiplied A by 0, -1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, multiplied by the given point 6, -12, and then D1. So we distribute the rows and columns. So 0 times 6 plus -1 times -12 plus 0 times 1. And then the next 1 times 6 plus 0 times -12 plus 0 times 1. And the last 0 times 6 plus 0 times -12 plus 1 times 1. So the new factor is 12, 6, and then 1. So for the B, the factor is -6 and then -12. So 0 times -6 plus -1 times -12 plus 0 times 1. And then 1 times -6 plus 0 times -12 plus 0 times 1. Next is 0 times -6 plus 0 times -12 plus 1 times 1. So the new value is 12 and then -6. For the C, the value is -15 and then -4. So the solution, 0 times -15 plus 0 plus -1 times -4 plus 0 times 1. Next, 1 times -15 plus 0 times -4 plus 0 times 1. And then 0 times -15 plus 0 times -4 plus 1 times 1. And the new value is 4 and then -15. So next, for the D, the value -6 and then 12. So 0 times -6 plus -1 times 12 plus 0 times 1. And next, 1 times -6 plus 0 times 12 plus 0 times 1. and 0 times -6 plus 0 times 12 plus 1 times 1. So the new value is -12 and then -6. For E, the values are 3 and then 8. So the solution, 0 times 3 plus -1 times 8 plus 0 times 1. Next, 1 times 3 plus 0 times 8 plus 0 times 1. And 0 times 3 plus 0 times 8 plus 1 times 1. So the new value is -8 and then 3. And the last point, F, the value is -12 and -4. So we multiplied 0 times -12 plus -1 times -4 plus 0 times 1 and 1 times -12 plus 0 times -4 plus 0 times 1 and last 0 times -12 plus 0 times -4 plus 1 times 1. So the new value is 4 and then -12. So after rotating 90 degrees, so we share the new values. So for the shared point A, we multiplied 1, 1, 0, -1, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 1 to the new value created. So the new value created 12, 6. So we multiplied 1 times 12 plus 1 times 6 plus 0 times 1 and -1 times 12 plus 1 times 6 plus 0 times 1 and 0 times 12 plus 0 times 6 plus 1 times 1. So the new value now is 18 and -6. So for the B, the values are 12 and then -6. So 1 times 12 plus 1 times -6 plus 0 times 1 and -1 times 12 plus 1 times -6 plus 0 times 1 and 0 plus times 12 plus 0 times -6 plus 1 times 1. So the new value is 6 and then -18. For C, and the value is 4 and then -15. We multiply 1 times 4 plus 1 times -15 plus 0 times 1 and -1 times 4 plus 1 times -15 plus 0 times 1 and 0 times 4 plus 0 times -15 plus 1 times 1. So the new value is 11, -11 and -19. So next for the D, the value is -12 and then -6. So we multiply 1 times -12 plus 1 times -6 plus 0 times 1. -1 times -12 plus 1 times -6 plus 0 plus 1. 0 times -12 plus 0 times -6 plus 1 times 1. So the new value now is -18 and then 6. So next for E, the value is -8 and then 3. So we multiply 1 times -8 plus 1 times 3 plus 0 times 1. -1 times -8 plus 1 times -3 plus 0 plus 1 and 0 times -8 plus 0 times 3 plus 1 times 1. So the new value now is -5 and then 11. So and then last for F, the value is 4 and then 6. So we multiply 1 times 4 plus 1 times 6 plus 0 times 1, -1 times 4 plus 1 times 6 plus 0 times 1, and 0 times 4 plus 0 times 6 plus 1 times 1. And the new value now is 10 and then 2. So this is the shared points now. And we go to the new image form. So this is now the new image form from the given pre-image. The shared point A, shared B, C, D, E, and then the F. So that is my presentation about the affine transformation with matrix representation. So thank you for listening.